This pandemic is the loudest wake-up call we've ever had about why we need a natural world in good health. Before, people were thinking of climate change as something that would happen in the future, so not affecting me. But now, everybody is affected. All of humanity has been affected by a disease that comes from wild animals, that comes from our disrespectful relationship with nature. So now is the time to react. If we don't realize now, when will we? The best scientific evidence suggests that this coronavirus jumped from bats to pangolins and then to humans. And pangolins are these poor little things, cute little ant-eaters that are the most illegally traded mammal in the world. Deforestation is one of the main causes for loss of biodiversity, of life on the land. And we are encroaching upon formerly intact forests because of transforming forests into agricultural lands to produce feed for cows or to feed cows with pasture, mining, hunting. And it is our destructing these forests that confines the space, the habitat for all these animals. Come closer to human settlements, sometimes into human settlements. Here near where I live in Washington, D.C., the eastern forest of the United States, by removing a predator, the wolf, we've been able to change the entire food chain in this ecosystem. When the wolves go away, the coyote populations increase because the coyotes don't like wolves at all. Also because there are no wolves, there are many more deer. There are ticks that infect the deer that then can infect humans and produce Lyme disease. So it is our unraveling all these complex way of relationships in these ecosystems that are creating the perfect conditions for diseases to jump from animals to us. I think that people and leaders alike realize that they cannot dismiss science anymore. It is because of science that we have modern medicine that allows us to identify that disease that person had was caused by a virus. We were able, thanks to science, to identify it was a coronavirus. Now, thanks to science, we're trying to find a cure, a vaccine for this COVID-19 disease. And science is what makes our world, our society work. Right now, governments have to take care of the people who are in need, people who are sick, people who are in economic distress. But also it's time to learn what we can do to prevent the next pandemic. There are several things that are very clear. One is to ban wildlife trade. This global trade in wild species, it's not only cruel and unethical, but also is a great risk to human health. The second one is to preserve the habitats that are still intact. Whatever remains of the wild in the world needs to be preserved. these crises are related. We have this health crisis now, but it is related to the biodiversity, to the nature crisis. And it's also related to the climate crisis. If the pandemic has shown us something or reminded us of something very clearly, is that we are all one community. It only takes one animal getting in touch with one person to create a pandemic that has completely halted the economic system upon which more than 7 billion people depend.